The San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles are ready to set off in what should be a glorious event, the NFC Championship game. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a little bit of how the 49ers are overlooked, but really we're going to break down how the overlooked 49ers will rob the Eagles of a Super Bowl. But we need to talk about how I think the 49ers are overlooked first. And I know this is a thing of contention, and I saw in my last video some people are like, the 49ers are overlooked, and I would disagree because the national media does have right now an Eagles bias, probably mainly because of Brock Purdy being the San Francisco 49ers quarterback. I mean, a rookie's never won, and they're really, I think, expecting Brock Purdy to fall off. Another thing is, I've noticed tons of fans have an Eagle bias. And fans here just mean fans of the NFL, but honestly, a lot of 49ers fans aren't feeling confident about the San Francisco 49ers chances. And I don't really understand too much why. I think these two teams match up extremely well, and it's going to be a close game. But the thing is that the Eagles do have advantage, and that's that they have that home seed, and I think that home field advantage is really going to play nicely into their hands and is going to make the game tough on Brock Purdy, and it's probably going to be Brock Purdy's loudest atmosphere he's ever been in. And I'm excited to watch how Brock Purdy responds to this challenge and how Jalen Hurts responds to this challenge. They're both pretty unexperienced when it comes to playoff events. I think Brock Purdy actually has a little bit more experience than Jalen Hurts right now, or more wins, I should say. But now let's jump into why we're all here. This is how the San Francisco 49ers, the overlooked San Francisco 49ers, will rob the Philadelphia Eagles of a Super Bowl berth. So to begin, we're going to focus on the Philadelphia Eagles offense and the San Francisco 49ers defense. And I see here a lot of people are focusing on keeping Jalen Hurts inside the pocket and really trying to make him beat you with your arm. But what I'm looking at right here in this breakdown of his completion percentage and passer rating from the pocket, it's pretty insane. So here's it goes. Last year in 2021, his percentage completion inside the pocket was 66% with a passer rating of 87.6 and the yards per attempt of 7.3. So pretty pedestrian, not that great, you know. But this year, it's up to 72% completion while he's inside the pocket at 9.2 yards per attempt, and his passer rating is 110.7 according to CBS. And this is what's insane to me, is because everyone's focusing on keeping them inside the pocket, and I don't think that's how you want to play this. How you want to play Jalen Hurts is actually try to get him outside the pocket or really pressured inside the pocket. And if he does get outside the pocket, it's imperative that you do have a QB spy or something like that on him, because he can make you pay big time with his legs. But I do think the 49ers should be able to get to him inside the pocket while maintaining their pass lanes, which is huge for the 49ers because the 49ers do struggle against mobile quarterbacks because they do play that wide nine that just gets after the quarterback, and sometimes that leaves them susceptible on, third and long for those QB runs that we see sometimes that the 49ers give up. But I think by making Jalen Hurts more pressured and, even getting him outside the pocket and really trying to make him prove it with his arm by having that QB spy and making him feel flustered. I don't know how you will beat Jalen Hurts if you don't make him feel flustered in this game. The 49ers defensive line needs to go off. And someone that I would love to see the 49ers get involved in, and this is someone that may be key to keep up with Jalen Hurts' athleticism, is Drake Jackson. And he's really a speedy, quick with a lot of bend, and he's a great player in my opinion. He's not as great against the rush, but I do think that he pairs so nicely with this read zone that the Eagles run. And that's another thing I just want to touch on real quick. I don't think the 49ers should have a problem giving up a long run to Jalen Hurts. I think it's imperative that when they do run that zone read, that you make sure your defensive end just takes away the quarterback every single time, or whoever's going to the outside. Always make them bounce it back inside, because I mean, you give up such a huge play if they bounce outside no matter what. So I mean, you don't really even need to read it. Just make sure you take away the outside bounce, because if they bounce inside, that really funnels it nicely into your strength of your defense, which is your inside linebackers in Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner. Those guys are going to be able to take away this middle of the field for Jalen Hurts and really test him like he hasn't been tested yet. And I think DeMeco Ryans is going to be in his bag this game, because he was against the Cowboys and he dialed up some new stuff that I haven't seen from him this season. He hit home a couple times on blitzes, and he took the ball away twice from Dak Prescott, even though he is Dak Prescott. And I know Jalen Hurts doesn't give up the ball, but the 49ers do take away the ball, and I think they're going to keep taking away the ball and going to take it away from Jalen Hurts in this game. I see the 49ers forcing at least one turnover by just blitzing and making Jalen Hurts make a bad decision by putting up pressure on them. And they also have a great defensive line that Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles haven't faced yet. And that's how I see the San Francisco 49ers neutralizing this high-powered Philadelphia Eagles offense. And for special teams, they're actually pretty evenly matched in my opinion. I do like Robbie Gould kicking field goals, and I also like Ray McCloud in the return game, even though he almost gave up a fumble, or he did give up a fumble and almost gave up a touchdown is what I meant. And dang, if that would have lost the 49ers the game, it would have been horrible. That would have been his mark on the NFL for a long time, but it wasn't. And he is a good player, and I'd like to see him get involved more in the offense. So let's just jump into the San Francisco 49ers offense and how they will or should attack the Philadelphia Eagles defense. So while the Philadelphia Eagles are a great defense, the 49ers just be a better defense in the Cowboys statistically. If you look at the ranking in the pass and the rush, the only thing is that the Philadelphia Eagles can get after the quarterback and make you get hurt. I mean, they're really a physical team and can lay some wood on your quarterback, and that could really affect him throughout the game, cause him to throw some bad interceptions, like I said that Jalen Hurts could if the 49ers get on him. So it's imperative that the San Francisco 49ers don't put Brock Purdy in those situations where he's just going to get lit up by this Philadelphia Eagles defensive line, because if that happens, well, the 49ers will lose this game. But this is some things that the 49ers can do, and it's really just do what you're good at, do what your identity is, establish the run. I know that CMC is playing, he's a full go. Mitchell is banged up, so that may affect your inside game. But why not use Jordan Mason? This is the time to use him up the middle and let him run in between the tackles. The Philadelphia Eagles actually do pretty well in the outside zones, and that's what the 49ers have been using CMC as. But by getting maybe Mason up in the middle or Mitchell up in the middle earlier in the game, I think that'll help establish the run and bring some physicality to this game and really test if the Philadelphia Eagles are ready to put up with the physicality the 49ers are going to put them through for the rest of the game. And not just that, I think once you establish the run game, it's imperative that you use play action passes. And there's also a great opportunity to attack the middle of the field. I know that they probably have been watching games, but those play action passes where there's a crosser going across the middle always seem to hit in the 49ers offense. And not just doing that, you have to mix up your play action game to include other routes, obviously, and other concepts. But by utilizing play action, running the ball effectively, the 49ers will be able to control it. And this is something that's even more important. You need to hold on to the ball longer than the Philadelphia Eagles hold on to the ball. The Philadelphia Eagles have a much more high-powered offense than the 49ers. And the main reason for that is Jalen Hurts. And I'm a huge Brock Purdy fan, but Jalen Hurts is an MVP level quarterback. And he is able to really put up the scoreboard, and you don't want to play the game of back and forth between you two. If you get on the ball just do your defense a favor and hold on the ball and really try to drive out these long drives and make it so the Eagles don't have that much time of possession. And I think that's the blueprint on how you beat the Eagles. And these teams are so closely built, it's insane. I just can't even believe how close they are as teams. The only issue is the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have to give Jalen Hurts the bag. Well, the 49ers aren't going to have to do that with Brock Purdy. So I think the 49ers and the Eagles are going to be a great little team like matchup we're going to see a lot in the playoffs because there's two great teams and they have, I think, good quarterbacks. Maybe Jalen Hurts is considered a great quarterback now. We'll see about Brock Purdy. But I wonder what you guys are thinking about this game. My score prediction final is 21-17. The 49ers winning and going to the Super Bowl with the rookie quarterback. But what are your guys' thoughts? Tell me down below. Please subscribe, share, like, all that stuff. It helps out a ton. Thank you guys for watching my videos.